Yo guys, what's going on? It's Pineapple, and in today's video we're going to be going over writing our first actual program that has some functionality and actually does something. Now, what are we going to be writing? Well, we're actually just going to be writing a simple guess the number game. It's very simple to write. I'm not going to show you the code because I want you to think about how it works. So, if we run this, it says hello, what's your name? We'll say Pineapple. Under here it says, well, Pineapple, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20. Take a guess. We'll say 5, and it tells us our guess is too low, so maybe 9. Okay, so let's try 12. Okay, it's probably 11. Good job, Pineapple, you've guessed my number in 4 guesses. Now, if I run this program again, and let's just keep running this. Nope, the number I was thinking of was 3. Now, as you can see, it takes a limited number of guesses. It's a completely random number every single time. So pause the video here, take a second to see how it works. Think about how it works. So we're going to get right to coding. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to import a library or a module. Now, the thing we're going to be importing is called random. And this is built in Python, so we're just going to say import random. What that's going to do is it's going to take all the functionality from random and give us access to it. Now, one thing that we know from our program is that it allowed us to take certain guesses and certain amount of guesses. So we're actually going to make a variable called guesses taken, Guesses, and then taken. We're going to set that equal to 0 because when we first start we haven't taken any guesses. Now it also prompted us with a question. It says print. We printed out a statement that said hello, what is your name? So let's go ahead and do that. So just print, and then we'll make a string. Hello, what is your name? We'll put a question mark, and under that we actually didn't take it on the same line, so we'll just put my name equals input, and then we'll just call it. We're not going to put anything inside of it. Now, another thing we did is our system thought of a number between 1 and 20. So we'll just call this variable number. And we're going to use the random module to decide that number. So it's random.radiant, and then the range between 1 and 20. Now, so basically what this is going to do is it's going to import the module. It's going to set a variable guesses taken in 0. It's going to ask you for your name. It's going to take that input. It's going to assign it to the myName variable. Then it's going to think of a number between 1 and 20 and assign it to the number variable. So what can we do now? Well, remember it prompted us with the instructions. So we'll say print, and then we're going to use a formatted string here, and we'll say well, and then we need to put my name here. It says I am, thank you. We'll say take a guess, and we'll put a couple exclamation points. Now we need to make a while loop, so let's start with our while loop. It says, so we know we start off with a while, and then we're going to use guesses taken, and then we're going to use less than 6 because we only want to give them 6 guesses. Now, don't forget our colon and our indentation. We'll say print, and then we're going to say take a guess. We'll make that capital. Now, after this, we need to assign a variable called guess. We're going to set that equal just to an input. We're going to call it. And then what we're going to do is that we're actually going to change guess into an integer. So we're going to set that equal to an int as one of our data type. Under this, we're going to basically, so after they've went through this process, they've taken a guess. So we'll say guess is taken. And we're actually going to want to add one number. So we're going to want to add 1 to it. So we'll say guesses taken equals guesses taken plus 1. Now, Now it's time to implement a little bit of logic and conditions. So we're going to be using if statements. So we'll say if, and then we're going to use guess. We're going to set that using a less than, and then we're going to use our number. We're going to use our colon to make sure that we put our code inside of an indentation block. Now, we're going to want to put a statement on there and tell them it's too low. So print your guess is too low. Now, we're going to need to go down, make sure we hit backspace. We're going to say if guess is greater than the number, then we want to say your guess is too high. Just like that. Now, here's the thing. What if they guess the right number? We actually need to break out of this loop. So we're going to use one more if statement. We'll say if guess equals the number. We're going to break out of this loop. So go down here. We're going to take the keyword break. So now we're going to go down here and we're going to do a little bit more logic. So we're going to say if guess is equal to number again. We're doing this because this is going to break out of the while loop and it's going to run down to the code that's down here. So we're going to use our colon. We're going to say guess is taken is equal. We're going to change this to a string. Under that, we're going to say, we're going to want to tell them that they got the number right. So we're going to print that on the screen. Print. Good job. And then we're going to actually call them by name. We'll say my name. Now we need to make this a formatted string. Just like that. And we'll say you guessed. And then down here, if you don't guess the number right, it's going to break out of the while loop after 6. So we're going to say if guess is not equal now. So use another one. If guess is not equal, which is an exclamation point plus an equal sign, and we're going to say the number. And then down here we're going to set our number to a string. So in here we're going to put number, and then under that we're going to tell them that they didn't get it right, so we'll print print. We're going to put a formatted string down here once again. Use our quotes. We're going to say, nope. The number that's our program. Very simple to write. So, we wrote that in 45 lines of code. So let's actually execute a program. So, let me go in here. Let's go into a command prompt. That's the wrong one. And then we're going to run test.py. So we're going to go in here. We're going to run test.py. And hello, what is your name? Pineapple. Let's take our guesses. Guess is too low. Guess is too high. Guess is too high. Guess is too low. Good job, Pineapple. You guessed my number of 5 guesses. So let's go ahead and run it again. And we'll just guess one every time. Number I was thinking of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, our program is up and running. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Next, we're going to be going over GUIs in Python. Hope to see you all there. Peace.